Coming up on this edition of the DMC Upside, the C-SPAN tour bus visited Del Mar College. We'll take you there.
The Texas Workforce Commission presented a check to TPCO America Corporation in Del Mar College. We'll tell you why.
CCISD held a dedication for the new Harold T. Branch Academy. We'll tell you all about this joint partnership with Del Mar College.
Del Mar College architecture students finalized presentation drawings and models of cemetery monuments and grave markers. A co-lecture on recording the oral histories of South Texas Hispanic farm workers was held last month. Del Mar College Fire Science and Emergency Medical Services students held a Halloween bash. We have an all-new movie reviews and our regular segment, Board Watch.
Hello and welcome to the DMC Upside. I'm Carlos Garanzuay.
And I'm Emily Gonzalez. We've got the latest news and information about Del Mar College.
The C-SPAN tour bus visited the Del Mar College East Campus on October 23, 2013. This 45-foot-long interactive learning center is part of the network's 2013 education tour around the nation.
On October 23, 2013, the C-SPAN bus rolled on to Del Mar College's East Campus as part of the network's 2013 educational tour. Time Warner Cable helped coordinate the 2-hour visit to Corpus Christi, which allowed classes and individuals a chance to tour the C-SPAN bus.
Well, we have the C-SPAN bus here on campus, and we're giving students and faculty and the general public a chance to tour the bus, learn about C-SPAN, learn about how we cover the federal level of government through our 3 cable channels. And so we have this interactive bus here that gives guests an opportunity to do all that.
Visitors on the bus learned about C-SPAN's programming and resources on multimedia HD TVs, touchscreen computers, laptops, and mobile devices.
The younger generation, the generation of today, they're constantly on the go. They're using social media. Their phones provide everything that they pretty much need when they're on the go. So we're making sure that we're highlighting things like social media, mobile apps, and of course while also promoting our 3 cable channels and letting people know about specific programming.
The C-SPAN bus is an interactive 45-foot-long multimedia learning center that teaches the public how to follow Washington your way.
So C-SPAN, the original channel, our #1 priority is the House of Representatives, and so that's our main event that we cover. And then C-SPAN 2, we cover the Senate. Same as the House, when they're in session, we're covering committee hearings, floor debates, votes. And then C-SPAN 3, we do coverage of both the House and the Senate. It's kind of like, I look at it as almost like an overflow channel. If we have several important committee hearings going on, we may have them on C-SPAN 3. On the weekends, we also have what's called American History TV on C-SPAN 3.
Cable Satellite Public Affairs Network, C-SPAN, is a private nonprofit company that it was created in 1979 and receives no government funding.
And of course, C-SPAN is funded by cable, so I always like to mention that to people as well. But we're working with Time Warner in all of our stops this week, and we just enjoy our opportunity today to come and visit with the students and faculty here at Del Mar College.
For information on the C-SPAN tour bus, go to www.c-span.org/community. We're taking a short break. We'll be right back.
I spent the day in the shade of a tree, thinking how we best spend this precious time that we've been given. I came to thinking that the best use of my time would be with you.
Just imagine the places we can go together. Del Mar College, dreams delivered.
Oh, 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 oh.
Welcome back. On November 1st, 2013, the Texas Workforce Commission presented a check for over $117,000 to the TPCO America Corporation and Del Mar College. The monies will be used to cover customized training of 74 new workers in pipe manufacturing.
Friday, November 1st, 2013, representatives from the Texas Workforce Commission, TPCO America Corporation, and Del Mar College were on hand at the Metal Technologies building on Del Mar College's West Campus for a demonstration and check presentation.
So it's my honor this morning to award this grant in the amount of $117,223 to Del Mar College in partnership with TPCO America Corporation.
The $117,223 check presented will cover customized training of 74 new workers in pipe manufacturing.
Of our first 10 employees, 5 already hold degrees and certificates from Del Mar, and 2 of them leave for China tomorrow for 3 weeks of additional training. So in a very direct way, we're already creating jobs for Del Mar students. So these dollars will enable Del Mar to provide customized training to our company's specifications.
These funds will help employees get the needed skill training for being pipe loaders, operators, technicians, managers required in the plant's operation.
The Texas Workforce Commission's support for specific training for TPCO America not only positions Del Mar College as a regional resource, but also as a global training resource for international companies located to South Texas.
It's been a great experience dealing with them. Their training is fabulous. They're sending us to China, to the headquarters, to overlook the operations there. We'll be working on a couple of projects while I'm there regarding safety, and the company has done just a great job overall with us new employees.
Students in non-destructive testing technology and welding technology demonstrated firsthand and simulated skills and techniques required for positions TPCO will need to be filled.
It's a huge culture change for me, but I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to going over there and working with the folks at the headquarters and maybe catch some sites in China and trying some of their cuisine and coming back here and applying those skills I learned over there to the new facility here in Gregory.
For more information on career training classes at Del Mar College, call 361-698-1328.
On November 4th, 2013, CCISD held a dedication ceremony for the new Harold T. Branch Academy. This magnet high school is a joint partnership with Del Mar College.
On November 4th, 2013, the Corpus Christi Independent School District held a dedication ceremony at the Harold T. Branch Academy located on 3902 Morgan Avenue. The Magnet High School opened in August of this year and is a joint partnership with Del Mar College.
Branch Academy is unique. It's unique because it offers students the opportunity to study in several different areas, including manufacturing, transportation, and computer technology. The focus of the school is to prepare students for college by integrating core curriculum with Del Mar College technical courses.
We're living in remarkable times here in this area of South Texas with all the things that Eagle Ford Shale is producing. And so for the first time in a long time, Corpus Christi is experiencing significant growth. We're looking forward to this second significant partnership with CCISD.
The Harold T. Branch Academy is a 22,900 square foot facility located near Del Mar College's West Campus. The $4.3 million campus includes spaces for standard and specialized classrooms, media center, science and computer labs, cafeteria, and support area.
This facility mirrors, models, and emphasizes a professional feel. It's a business model so that students feel like there's relevance in their learning, but they can go immediately into the workplace and then continue their education. So this is not the end. To me, this is just the beginning, and it just gets greater and greater. So something that was exciting for us is that we're growing opportunities for students. We're not forcing them in a one-way road, but giving them the flexibility and the latitude to be able to choose the kind of education with the long-term goal as being successful in whatever pursuit they choose to do. So in our eyes, college is for all. In our eyes, college can be for anyone. It's just how it is you choose to take on that practice.
For more information on the Harold T. Branch Academy, call 361-878-4780.
Del Mar College students in the architecture program finalized presentation drawings and models for a competition to display their funerary projects during the Dia de los Muertos festival.
On October 30th, 2013, Del Mar College architecture students were finalizing their presentations and projects to exhibit during Corpus Christi's November Art Walk and the Dia de los Muertos Festival.
This is a design charrette, a week-long design charrette. It was kicked off with a special Halloween lecture. This is our third year to do a Halloween special topic on architectural history, and this year's topic was Necropolis, City of the Dead. So we are taking all of the events this week that the community is having, and we've created our own and put it all together and created a cross-discipline project where the students can intermingle and work with other students.
The students were challenged to create designs in 2 days and given another 2 days to work on their presentations. Various media and materials, including watercolors, plexiglass, cardboard, and even wood were being used to bring their creations to life.
We were given a prompt to design a memorial for someone that had a great impact on this area, the coastal bend, Corpus Christi, South Texas in general. And we chose Richard King of the King Ranch because he's in the top 5 landowners in America, and he's done so much giving jobs to people in this area. At one time, the King Ranch actually made Corpus Christi one of the largest wool producers in the country.
The students are members of the Del Mar College student chapter of the American Institute of Architecture and are using all their skills and imagination for a chance to be the featured project in the Del Mar College booth during the 2013 Dia de los Muertos Festival.
Architecture is always a time crunch, always. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. It's always a time crunch. Architects will not sleep. That's what everybody makes fun of us about, because we never sleep. We always have to make something in a very small amount of time, and that's what we're doing here. That's what everybody else is doing here. So we'll be giving 3 days, and it's going to be done in 3 days.
For more information on Del Mar College's architecture and drafting courses, call 361-698-1725. It's time for a break, but we've got an all-new movie reviews next, so don't go away.
Survival in a chemical emergency depends on getting accurate information. For the latest updates on a chemical emergency, call 826-4636. Add this number to your emergency contact list, 826-4636. And don't call 911. Instead, for information, call the information line, 826-4636. Getting information is an important part of your personal safety plan. Be prepared. Get your personal safety plan information at cclepc.org.
Welcome to the DMC Upside's all-new movie reviews. I'm Robert Pettis, and this is our guest reviewer, Micah DiBenedetto. Our first film is Captain Phillips. Captain Phillips focuses on the relationship between the U.S. Container Ship Commanding Officer, Captain Richard Phillips, played by two-time Academy Award winner Tom Hanks, and the Somali pirate captain, Muse, played by newcomer Barkhad Abdi, who takes Phillips hostage. Phillips and Muse are set on an unstoppable collision course when Muse and his crew target Phillips's unarmed ship. In the ensuing standoff, 145 miles off the Somali coast, both men will find themselves at the mercy of the forces beyond their control. You know, Micah, this film was intense from the start. I mean, they set the pace with the character of Captain Phillips, and you know that he's always very meticulous with every little aspect of his life, the crew, and just the ship in general. He's always looking for safety. It's just a great film. I give it an A+.
I would give it an A+, just the same. You can't deny the performance that Tom Hanks put on, and like you said, that frenetic energy, and you really feel that it becomes a journey between you as Captain Phillips and the plight of his men versus the plight of the men that try to overtake the ship. So in turn I give it an A as well. Go see it in the theaters. In Gravity, Dr. Ryan Stone, Sandra Bullock, is a brilliant medical engineer on her first shuttle mission with veteran astronaut Matt Kowalski, George Clooney, in command of his last flight before retiring. But on a seemingly routine spacewalk, disaster strikes. The shuttle is destroyed, leaving Stone and Kowalski completely alone, tethered to nothing but each other and spiraling out into the blackness. For me, this was one of the most anticipated films of 2013, and I just pulled back on my thoughts of 2001, A Space Odyssey, and I kept going back to that when I saw the previews, and I thought that was one of the films. 2001 was one of the films that pushed the envelope in terms of what movie going is and an experience is. I would have to rate it an A+ in my book.
I'm in totally agreement. I mean, when I saw this film, there was some, apprehension of Sandra Bullock, George Clooney. These aren't the acting. I was a little bit worried, but you know what? Once you got into space with them, it became a totally different experience. I gave it an A+ as well. Ender's Game is set in the near future where a hostile alien race has attacked Earth. In preparation for the next attack, a highly esteemed Colonel Graff, played by Harrison Ford, and the international military seek a future leader who can save the human race. Ender Wiggins, played by Asa Butterfield, is shy but strategically brilliant young mind, is recruited to join the elite where he's trained to lead his fellow soldiers into an epic battle. When I read this short film, the short story, I always wondered how they would do this, because I grew up playing these video games and I just quickly fell in love with the story, and it was always rumored that this film would become a motion picture. And when that first trailer came out, just like you with Gravity, I had to see this film, and it did not disappoint in any shape or form. I gave this film actually an A.
Well, I'm coming from the opposite perspective. Never heard of the film before, never heard of the short story or the game. And quite frankly, I didn't even had no interest in seeing it. But after I saw it the first time, I went back the night after and saw it again for the second time. I would give it an A as well. Our final film is Thor, The Dark World. In ancient times, the gods of Asgard fought and won a war against an evil race known as the Dark Elves. The survivors were neutralized, and their ultimate weapon, the Ether, was buried in a secret location. Hundreds of years later, Jane Foster, Natalie Portman, finds the Ether and becomes its host, forcing Thor, Chris Hemsworth, to bring her to Asgard before Dark Elf Malekith, Christopher Eccleston, captures her and uses the weapon to destroy the 9 realms, including Earth. I thought that Thor did an interesting job of keeping that comic world and that comic element, but really dramatizing it, making it a good, solid feature film that kept us entertained, even though we were watching a comic book world. Ether, Asgard, characters that can see through all of the Earth. So in all, I'd give Thor a B, a solid B.
I felt that pretty much the same. The film does what it needs to do. In the Marvel Universe, these films can stand alone, but what I've been seeing since before the Avengers and from where the Avengers left off, this being probably the second film to get going where the next adventure is going to go, all the characters, I give this film a B as well. That's it for movie reviews, but stay with us. More of the DMC Upside is coming up.
I spent the day in the shade of a tree, thinking how we best to spend this precious time that we've been given. I came to thinking that the best use of my time would be with you.
Just imagine the places we can go together. Del Mar College. Dreams delivered.
Oh, 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 oh.
Thanks for staying with us. Del Mar College Board of Regents meetings are held on the second Tuesday of each month. The board, composed of elected lay members, creates many of the policies and procedures for the college.
On November 12, 2013, the Del Mar College Board of Regents convened their regular meeting. A special recognition was given for the collaboration of KEDT Radio and the college's music department on broadcasting a musical tribute to Mike Anzaldúa live from Wolf Recital Hall.
Today's recognition of this collaborative event embodies the relationship that Del Mar College is building with our local public broadcasting system, and we're just getting started. This live broadcast offered our faculty and student performers a broader audience, while the station got the opportunity to expand its locally produced content. The college music, technology, and television teams are also collaborating on plans to broadcast the Holiday Spectacular, which will be Thursday, December 5th, from Richardson Performance Hall, so you might want to put that one on your calendar.
Under staff reports, Del Mar College's Chief Information Technology Officer, August Alfonso, presented a technology update.
I have 20 minutes to tell you, to provide you a technology update at Del Mar College. That's a big challenge. I have been going through it, and how can I do justice to inform you appropriately on how and where we're at technology at Del Mar College. The new handout that was provided to you is my attempt to fast track it. I'm going to start by giving you a short synopsis of 9 facets of technology that me and my staff touched, enhanced, audited, and updated. I want to recognize the staff that made my report happen to you actually happen. If you may, IT staff, Del Mar College IT staff, can stand up. These are the folks that made it possible.
Yeah, that's awesome.
A security audit update was given by Dr. Lee Sloan, Chief Financial Officer and Vice President of Operations at Del Mar College.
In September of 2012, the college was required to respond to the 81st Legislature, Chapter 37, requiring that all public schools, and they included public community junior colleges, to participate in an emergency operations planning and comprehensive safety audit. We did our internal audit on our safety procedures and submitted it to the Texas School Safety Center at Texas State University San Marcos, and if you recall, I reported back to the board we were continuing to wait to hear back from that audit. So rather than just sitting around and waiting and not receiving anything, we began to do our own analysis of our safety audit, and in July we brought you back some recommendations of areas that we thought needed to be improved in our overall campus safety and emergency planning procedures. And what we've provided for you today are 5 specific areas in an action plan and with timelines for when we think we will be able to bring to fruition some major changes to our safety procedures.
You can watch the Del Mar College Board of Regents meetings on digital cable channel 19 in Corpus Christi every Friday at 2 p.m. and Saturday at 7 p.m. For more information, go to www.delmar.edu/Board of Regents.
A Del Mar College history faculty member co-presented a lecture on recording the oral histories of South Texas Hispanic farm workers. The event was held at the William F. White Junior Library on the college's East Campus.
On October 16th, Dr. Mark Robbins, together with Dr. Christine Reiser Robbins, provided a lecture to discuss the goals and importance of the South Texas Hispanic Farm Labor Community's Oral History Project.
The Oral History Project got its start out of a collaboration between Del Mar and the Nueces County Historical Commission and Texas A&M University Kingsville, involving students and community members in helping to preserve a cemetery from the early 1900s. It became clear that many of the graves do not have names written directly on them. Our death records at the county level are incomplete, so the need for kind of working with descendants and community members to help preserve but also understand more about what this cemetery is what jump-started the Oral History Project.
First and foremost, we're trying to take down the memories, the perspectives, the remembrances of those who worked in the fields. Oftentimes our traditional historical sources leave their memories underrepresented in our historical records. So we can get at that by interviewing people who remember. Other researchers can then draw on these recollections to tell a more comprehensive story of our local past.
The oral history project is ongoing. It doesn't have a definite end. We're trying to collect as many oral histories as possible. It doesn't have to be a first-hand perspective. Stories that have been passed down as significant in a family are things that we'd be delighted to record as well.
We're anxious to have as much involvement with the community as we can. If you have oral history to share, if you come from a Hispanic farm worker background, we would love to interview you, or if you're interested in just learning more about this project, please feel free to contact me or Christine. My email address is mrobbins1@delmar.edu, and my phone number is 361-698-1370. Again, the whole purpose here is to try to create a more comprehensive record of our past, our local past here. So if you can contribute to that, that would be absolutely wonderful. As a side benefit, knowing more about these things allows me to share this material and these concepts with my students in class and create a more dynamic conversation in the class here at Del Mar College.
For information on the Del Mar College Social Sciences Department, go online to www.delmar.edu/SOCSCI.
Halloween Bash 2013 promised chills and thrills, and it delivered. On Halloween night, Del Mar College Fire Science and Emergency Medical Services students served as actors in the Tower of Terror on the college's West Campus.
On October 29, 2013, students and faculty took part in the annual Halloween Bash held at Del Mar College's West Campus in hopes of raising scholarship funds for students entering both the Fire Science and EMS programs.
Today we're having the Halloween Bash. It's brought to you by the Del Mar College Association of Safety Engineers, the EMS Club, and the Fire Club. And they're raising money for a scholarship for one of the students in the programs so that they can have some money to go to school, because right now, with the economy being the way it is, a lot of students are having to stay away from school and work, and so that this will really help them. They have to have their major as either EMT, fire, science, or occupational safety and health technology, and then once they are registered, they'll be able to apply for a scholarship.
There were activities for children of all ages, including a dunking booth, cakewalk, firefighter meet and greet, and 4 floors of terror at the haunted house. All this while teaching about the importance of being safe.
And all we're doing is having a little fun for the kids, games, food, 4-story haunted house that was provided by the safety department, which is EMS. And we're just trying to get back to the community.
We wanted to, just for the kids to have fun, for one thing, for them to have a place to go, for them to just have a good time safely. That's our whole thing, safety engineers. So we wanted to show that you can have a lot of fun safely, making sure that everyone is safe all the time, not just at work, but at home, in your car, obviously the whole, texting and driving thing.
The American Safety Society of Engineers, or ASSE, is an organization that promotes safety and gives back to the community by carrying out inspections and making sure everything is up to date.
I mean, we walked through this thing, and we probably spent 2 hours, 3 hours just in here in the fire station, walking through, making sure that everything was safe, things that most people probably wouldn't even notice. So, just prevention.
For more information on Fire Science and Emergency Medical Services classes, call 361-698-2621. That concludes this edition of the DMC Upside.
The DMC Upside can be seen on digital cable channel 19 in Corpus Christi every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m.
Our next show begins in December. We'll hope you'll join us. I'm Carlos Garanzuay.
And I'm Emily Gonzalez. Thanks for watching.